Hey guys, so today I created two looks with this one Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. This is a beautiful palette and I really recommend it to everyone. This is the dramatic one, this is the natural one. This natural one you could wear to school, you could wear it out. This bold one you could wear it to school, you could wear it out. It really depends on what kind of person you are and what type of makeup you like. If you like the more natural one, then try this one out. If you like the more dramatic looks, then try this one out. I hope you guys keep on watching and you like this video. And yeah, let's go. I don't know. The only thing I have on right now is my eyebrows. So we're just going to start with the eyes, and then I'm going to do my face makeup off camera later. So first I'm starting on both eyes with the Too Faced Shadow Insurance Primer and put that all over my lids. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. This primer is a little greasy, so I'm gonna set it, but I think it really makes my eyeshadow stay on longer. And I also like the e.l.f. eyelid primer as well, if you guys prefer a less expensive one. This I just got in a pack. So, I don't really know how much the mini one is, but I think the full one is like $26. By the way, I'm going to try to use all these brushes that I got from Real Techniques. It's like a pack. First, I'm going into the medium shadow brush, and I'm using the shade Tempera, and I'm packing that onto both eyelids just to set my eyeshadow primer. So I think I'm going to do the natural side first and then do the more dramatic side. So first for the natural side, I'm going into the shade Raw Sienna. I don't know how to pronounce that. And I'm going to put that in my crease to deepen up my crease and put some color into it. I'm going to be using the Essential Crease Brush for that. This brush is a nice blending brush, but it is a little small, so it's hard to get everywhere. I don't know. Oh wow, I keep forgetting I'm only doing one eye. So next I'm going into the shade Cypress Umber, and I'm using the same brush, and I'm going to put that into the outside V and kind of blend that into the crease. It is a very dark shade, so I'm going with a pretty light hand so I don't mess up the other eyeshadow. And I'm going to be using the shading brush to blend that out. So I'm going into the crease brush, and I'm going to be using a little bit of Vignette Red. I don't know how to pronounce most of these. And I'm going to use a little bit of it and put that over in my crease. And then blending that with the medium shadow brush that I used first. Okay, so next for the lid, I'm just going to be using this lid eye shading E55 Sigma brush. The Real Techniques one didn't come with a lid brush, so I'm going to be using Bon Fresco and packing that onto my lid. And then I'm going to be using the shading brush, and into the shade Vermeer, I'm going to popping that onto my brow bone and then in my inner corner. So basically we are done with the top part of my eyeshadow. After I do my face makeup, I'm going to go back onto the lower lash line. But that is all for the natural eye. This is a very wearable look, and I would wear it to school and stuff. But now, on to the dramatic eye. Okay, so a quick tip for if you want to if you have some layer of eyeshadow and you want to use a different shade for it and you don't really have time to clean your brush, is to get a piece of tape and then kind of tap off the first layer of the brush of the eyeshadow. And then I got this off of another YouTuber's name. I do not remember her name, so I'm very sorry whoever said this trick in her video. But this is just very easy and simple, but I do suggest that you clean your brushes. And now there is no more eyeshadow on the brush. So first for the dramatic side, I'm going to be using the shade Love Letter and putting that into my crease. This is a very powerful color, so you gotta really tap out the Axis powder. Make sure it's like above your crease. Really, well, not really in my crease, like above it, because I am going to attempt, not very good at these, cut crease. So now with a bigger blending brush, it's called the blending brush from e.l.f. I'm just going to like blend that. So next I'm going to be using the same blending brush and going into the shade Viennetta Red and putting that more into my crease. Oh, wow, 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 wow. Since that is very, like, pigmented, I'm going to be using an even bigger blending brush from Kiko and try to soften that a little bit. Ooh, it's a little messy, but we're going to clean that up by cutting my crease, and I'm going to be using tape because I don't trust myself, and yeah. Okay, so to cut my crease, I'm going to be using the Shape Tape Concealer. I know this is a very, very, very popular concealer, and I don't wear it a lot because when I bought it, I got it a little too dark for me because I bought it in the summer. Now I'm very light and pale, so this is too dark for me, but I'm going to be using it to cut my crease because I don't use it often. Okay, so I'm just putting it onto this flat brush. Okay, so I'm going to be using the medium shade shadow brush, and I'm going to be setting the concealer using the shade Tempera. Okay, so next, using the shading brush, I'm going to be using the shade Primavera right here and putting that on the concealer slash shadow that I cut it with. Then I'm going to be using the same Vermeer in my inner corner and under my brow bone. So next I'm going to be using this fine liner brush and doing my eyeliner. I'm going to be using the NYX Vit Nixel liquid liner. I'm hoping this brush is good. Never really had like a good eyeliner brush, but we'll see. Okay, I think that looks okay. I'm gonna take the tape off. Okay, I kind of messed up on the eyeliner right here, but this eyeliner brush is pretty easy to use on like the actual wing. In the inside, like inner corner, it's a little bit trickier, but if you have trouble doing your eyeliner with like a regular brush applicator, I guess, then you might want to try a pencil like this. Okay, so I'm going to be using the same Shape Tape Concealer and like clean up the eyeshadow so it is at like the same point as the cut crease. I don't know what I'm saying. So I'm going to finish doing my face makeup and then I'll get back to the eyes. Okay, so I finished my face makeup, and by the way, I just tried out this Anastasia stick foundation. Whoa, it's a little too low. And I'm really liking it so far. I will tell you how I like it, like overall, in the next video. But so far, I am really liking it. Okay, so lastly, for the natural eyes, I'm going into the shade Raw Sienna. And I'm just putting that under my eyes. And then I'm going to pop some mascara on, but I'm going to do that at the same time. And then for my last step for this side, I'm going to be this shade Love Letter. And putting that on my lower lash line. So next I'm going to just apply some roller lash mascara onto both of my eyelashes. Okay guys, so these are the two looks I created with this one palette. Overall, this is an amazing palette and you could do so many looks with this. Comment if you like the more dramatic one or the natural one. I really recommend this, and I hope you guys like this video. Subscribe to my channel and enjoy.